Hey everyone, I'm Matt. Welcome to the channel. Today we are racing at Indianapolis in the GT circuit, as well as the GT class. I am using the Ferrari 488 GTE stock car with the F1 livery. I am running no assists, no traction control, no stability control, and manual gears. We're starting last, like dead last, and we're gonna see how far we can get. I'm very excited for this race because this is my first race of the day, so I don't know what to expect. Why I just got punted in the back. I'm starting about 100 yards from the person in front of me. Right off the bat, just pulling off to my line, just finding my racing line, and being patient with the people in front of me, because this guy in the Porsche just doesn't brake. When you see it here, he just slides into the guy in front of us. So I'm kind of managing the throttle, making sure I don't end up on the other side of the track in the dirt. Just hitting my braking points, not getting caught up in that monstrosity. So I'm through that, over these hills, just trying to catch up with this guy in front of me, and then taking it from there. Hitting my braking point pretty well. A bit shallow on the turn, but it's okay. Just trying to keep my braking point simple and my lap time clean. Surprisingly, this is a clean lap. I'm not sure how with all that carnage that we just saw. Just going through the outside of the track, staying on the outside, maintaining speed, and just trying to keep my line. Almost just ran into that guy in front of me. I'm gonna pass him because my car has great straight line speed. You can see just how fast it is compared to that. I think it's a BMW. I don't know. I'll look back. And the guys in front of me are quite about 2 seconds ahead. This guy just go right ahead, man. Just go right through. Just destroys my racing lane. Just trying to recover from that. Also, I'm trying to catch up with him again, even though I just passed him in the previous lap. I'm slowly catching up to the group in front of him and catching up to this guy himself. Not many people in the race, I think only about 18. I started 18th, and we're currently at 11th, so 7 positions gained in about a lap. I plan to make a series of this and many more series of racing different classes and divisions. I think I'm going to make a GT series, or GT2, GT3 series, and a multiplayer. That guy just forgetting to brake and paying the price for it. I'm just going to overtake that position back. I'm starting to finally catch up to the Porsche, and I believe that is a Aston Martin. Letting the car slide outside to maintain the speed and momentum so I can gun them down on the straights. This car has tons of straight speed, as I previously mentioned. No tune, by the way. So, braking a little late and messing up that line. That corner has always just been hard for me, just especially like coming out of the straight and immediately into those two turns. Making contact with that Porsche in the back tire, still maintaining the speed and maintaining my position. The guy in front has gotten a little farther out now, but we can reel him back in slowly. We still have tons of race left. Just keeping my momentum so the guy behind me doesn't have a chance to move in front. Staying a little bit defensive but also trying to attack at the same time. Just keeping small game, doing the small stuff, breaking points, hitting those. And we are now about to go into lap 4. I don't believe anything interesting happens this lap, so I'm going to skip ahead here. End of lap 4, we have made a sizable contribution to catching up to this Porsche. I actually passed them here. They made a mistake on the exit of that turn, so I'm just going to slip in front of them and take my line back. Just keeping straight speed. Staying very defensive, trying not to let them pass in between. I see that right there. They tried to. Staying very defensive through these turns. Maybe tried to attempt there for a little bit, but denied that. Going through those turns. The turns here in Indianapolis are very bumpy. Like the bumps on the side of the road upset your car, the tires. You have to be careful of applying the correct acceleration on the gas so you don't spin out. The leader is about 20 seconds ahead, not as far as I thought it would be, so a fairly close race between all of us. The next person in front of me, the 6th person, is about 6 seconds in front, and I believe people are going to start pitting soon. I know my tires are almost halfway, and I'm going to start pit here soon. I believe I'm going to pit lap 7. That's my plan, is to pit lap 7. I try to divide the number of laps in half and pit around half. So I'm going to be pitting maybe around lap 7 or 8. Once I start to feel my tires wear or give out and I start sliding, I will start to pit. Just sliding through those turns. Those turns are very unsettling to the car if you don't hit them correctly, and I did not hit them correctly, so I paid the price. Stock Ferrari is actually a very good car if you're starting out with the no assists. I know I just turned off my assists about a week ago, and just trying to race without the assists can be very challenging, but I do recommend the Ferrari. It's good. It slides around, but it helps you maintain the grip on your car, helps you know how much brake and gas you're applying, and it helps you measure that out while you drive. Seeing now that my tires are starting to wear down pretty fast, and I believe someone in front of me already pitted, so I believe next lap I might pit. Yep, that was the guy in front. That was number 5 that pitted. I plan to pit lap 7 or 8, and I believe another guy pitted. I believe 2 pitted. So the guy in 5th and the guy in 3rd pitted, and now I'm in 5th. Finally catching up with these guys in front. About starting to break 6 seconds, and you can see them just up there, taking the last corner before the little straight there. The big right-hand curve. I do take this curve flat out. It's hard. It tells me not to. The little yellow arrows right there, but you know, who cares? Just spinning out a little oversteer. Now braking about 5.7 seconds, so I'm catching up to them just little by little, just chunking away at it. Entering the main straight here into lap on lap 8. I forgot to pit, so I'm going to be sliding around this lap and possibly losing my position 5 here. I am catching up drastically to number 4 here, so if all ends well, I may or may not pit because I'm this close to number 4. Just seeing how close I can get before I pit, so once I come out of the pits I can get a better jump on him. Seeing him, I'm only about 3.5 seconds at the most behind. I'm making a drastic change to this race by chunking away at this time. My best time of the race so far has been 1 minute and 26 seconds. I don't think that's my best around here, but in this car it is of this race. Oh, in this race, and here I decide to actually pit. I just cut through the track because, you know, who needs the track anyway? Just go through the grass. So as I pit here, I'm going to put on the medium tires, and I'm not going to refuel. I'm just going to change the tires because I put enough fuel in before the race, so I should be good on fuel. As you can see there, I just skipped the fuel. I wonder how long the pit stop's going to take. Let's see. Is my team good? Oh my gosh, 2.7 seconds. Wow, we need to give them a raise. That is just incredible. Finally done with the pit stop. About a whole straight to go before I exit. So we're going to see how this turns out. Trying to rejoin without getting obliterated by oncoming traffic. As you can see, I'm paranoid because I don't want to have my head smashed in because I didn't look at the traffic before I went back on track. Now coming into the major part of the race with in between 8, 9, and 10. Mostly a big chunk. I believe most of the people in the race are in this section, so I might be gaining a lot of positions here. I have a good chance at 5 finish here, so that could help me in my ratings. The safety ratings in Forza Motorsport need to be fixed, and in my opinion, they just suck. I feel like any minor inconvenience of a penalty that you get just goes against your rating and changes it drastically. As I see the Porsche here from earlier that may have rammed into me. I don't remember that. He goes wide and I just slip through. I think he knows that I'm there. I'm just going to slide up right next to him just in case. Trying to get past him so I can get on that racing line again, but I just don't see that happening. So I'm just going to brake here and kind of dive bomb him a little bit. Enter the corner a little early. That's going to make me enter that corner late. So just trying to find my line again. And now I'm hunting down number 5, Steamy Boy. Don't know what that name's about, but we're hunting him down. So about 1.6 seconds out. So I got some room to attack here. I have him at the braking point. I see I gain on him. And I think we're using the same car. Yeah, we're using the 488 GTE, I think. He may have a tune on that one, though. I'm not sure. He may... Yeah, he's got the straight line speed, more straight line speed than I do, so he definitely has a tune on there. I got him on the brakes, though. Like, I'm pulling right up next to him, pretty much. Just getting around this corner, not trying to flail out onto the grass, because that will most likely spin me out. Pulling away on that last corner of before the main straight, pulling a little inward just so I can maintain the speed. Trying to keep my momentum going through this race so I can catch up to him. And yeah, that is the same car, the 488 GTE. Great car around, especially around Indianapolis. Just good straight line speed and good momentum carrying through the corners. Here I decided not to go over the bumps and just to go through how it's meant to go through, but I'm not like that, so just finally catching up to him, and then of course going out on that turn, so losing what I had just gained. But he goes a little wide and I get that position back. Wow. Only 3 laps to go. Let's see if I can. Oh, and I apparently wasn't paying attention, so I just, you know, slammed into that wall. Yeah, barely ahead of him, about 0.3 seconds, so he's got some room to. He's definitely got time to overtake me. See if I can beat him on the main straight, but he's starting to gain very so slightly. Yeah, and he tried to dive bomb me here, but I just denied that. He's pushing right up against me too. He can just bump draft me all the way down this straight right here. Trying to get ahead, just so I can get the edge on him here. And I seem to be pulling away ever so slightly, but he's right there, right there. He's not wanting to go away. And he has a 150 penalty too, so if anything, I need to stay. He needs to stay about. Yeah, if I finish in front of him, he's gonna have that penalty, which is gonna knock him off. So I will possibly have that top 5 finish. Trying not to go down to first gear on that turn. That'll just put too much on the gear and on the tires and spin me out. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing for me when I tried to learn. The no assists is the gears. Deciding which gears I should be going throughout the track, as to not spin my car out and put too much wheel spin on it. And yep, still there. Steamy Boy's still behind me. I'm still managing my position though, so this is be a very interesting finish to the race. Got a little airlift off that little curb right there. I see the leaders of, I think that's a back marker right crossing the. We got 4 and 3 up here on the curb before the straight. And he hits me a little, and he says sorry though, so it's all good. I didn't think he needed to do that. I think he braked a little late. I'm kind of throwing him wide though, just to say like, hey, like my line, asserting my dominance or whatnot. Yeah, up here going into the final lap of the race. What will happen here? This is close. Will he take the position? And he's barely passing. And he might take P4. Or P5. Sorry. And a little contact there. I have the line here, so pushing him outside. So I can get the momentum on the outside and just carry it through the corners. As we go to the back straight. Yeah, his headlights right there, starting to bump draft me. They can hit my braking points. Cut in the corner a little shallow. I don't know how that's not a penalty. got away a little bit, just a little breathing room as I come into the final part, the last few turns of the race. A little oversteer again in that corner. That tends to happen to the car. And that, my friends, is a P5 finish. Let's go. And that is going to be a P5 finish for the race with a total of about 21 minutes. I do plan to make this a series for GT racing and other multiplayer classes. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.